Three-time Emmy winner Tony Hale has played some memorable characters, from Buster Bluth in Arrested Development to Gary Walsh in Veep to his role as Fear in Inside Out 2.
Well, now he's taking us to the 14th century in Florence, where he runs a villa that's in disarray in the new show, The Decameron. Take a look.
Is he with another woman?
Oh, no.
If he is in a secret marriage with a much more beautiful woman, I will kill you in your sleep. And then I will kill myself. Misia, you'll follow suit. Yes, of course, right behind you.
Patrona, I swear he's unmarried and knows nothing of your looks. Though that would sure be a check in the I should hurry home column, because, my God, you are beautiful.
Tony.
Hi, look at the wig.
Well,
nice
Tony,
wig, huh?
How'd that feel? How'd you feel in that?
I felt great. The Italians are very honest, and every time they saw the wig, they were like, Tony, the wig is so beautiful. And after a while, I was like, guys, my hair does not look this good, and I can't put this wig on my head every day. And this one Italian goes, maybe you should.
It's like that.
And I was
Did you
like,
take
sorry?
the wig with you?
I should have. I mean, he would have loved it.
We had your co-star on the other day, and she was totally raving about you. She wanted to spend part of her interview talking about what was it like working together.
You know, we were in Rome, I'm sure she mentioned, for 6 months. And when you're there for that long, I think you guys were talking about traveling with people.
Yes.
Yeah. When you're hoping, I remember leaving being like, let me just have one friend. Let me just find one person I can connect to. And thankfully, the whole cast and Kathleen Jordan, the showrunner, we all clicked. So that was a huge gift.
Although you did tour by yourself, the Vatican and other such places.
I did.
Heard about that.
My family could not come with me. We visited. And so I went to the Vatican by myself. That's me. And then I was with the tour, and because their families were taking pictures, and I didn't have anybody, so I grabbed the tour guide, and she took a picture.
You kind of felt lonely in that moment?
It was a little crazy. I mean, the Vatican's so beautiful, but I learned to, enjoy things by myself.
Yeah,
co-star Sasha said that she got a rat tattoo that she showed us.
That rat tattoo.
And
it's beautiful.
You would not, you refused.
Went with her.
You would not get it.
I did go with her. Here's the thing. There it is. I don't have any tattoos. My first tattoo is not going to be a rat. I'm just going to, I mean, one day maybe, it's not going to be a rat.
What, did you try to talk her out of that, or?
I didn't try to talk her out of it. I can't control my friends, but
a rat wasn't your first.
Rat's not my first choice.
Well,
maybe down the road.
She actually has something to say to you about the fact that you deserted her in the rat department.
Tony, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. You know. And Kathleen and Stephen and I have started a support group. It's called the Tony Hale Doesn't Love Us Enough to Get Tattoos with Us support group. We just feel like maybe you should go back to Evan Tattoo and get a rat so that we can stop the support group, because it's just very time consuming. And we need to heal these deep, deep wounds.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of unknown trauma I didn't know. I'm going to say it out loud. I'm not getting a rat in my life. It's just not going to happen.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, we were loving your Super Bowl.
Oh, wasn't that cool?
That was like pinch me.
You didn't even know Beyonce was going to be part of it at the beginning.
No, so they called and they said, do you want to be the Super Bowl ad? And I was like, yeah. And then they said it's with a music artist. And I was like, great. And they said Beyonce. And I was like, I'm sorry. But she was so, I don't know if you guys have met her. She was so lovely and kind and humble. And my wife is a makeup artist, so she was doing my makeup for the day. And we just had a front row seat to the amazing show.
Well, so wait, any more about what she's like, or what was on there?
You know, it's really, you just see, I mean, she's Beyonce, so you see the machine around everything. But you just, sometimes when you're dealing with that kind of status, you never know which direction. I've met, people, sometimes they have an arrogance to them or something. She was just the opposite.
And were you nervous acting next to someone like that?
Not, I mean, I saw this meme once. It was like me and Selena from Veep, me and Lucille Bluth from Arrested Development, me and Beyonce. I'm I think I'm good standing behind and holding someone's purse. So I kind of fit right in.
We found one of your first roles, which was in the Sopranos.
Oh, wow.
I hope do we have a little piece of you?
Wow. Oh, wow.
You were playing a nurse practitioner?
I was playing a nurse practitioner. And let me tell you right now, I was so nervous that day. And when my nerves will manifest itself while I'll shake. And I'm giving Uncle Junior right there his chemotherapy, which is awful. And I was terrified terrified that my hands were shaking while I was putting the needle in.
But you didn't actually have to put a needle in Uncle Junior.
No, what if I did? An actor comes in and is like, hey.
We had to really put a needle in Uncle Junior.
No.
I feel like you play a lot of anxious characters. Is that by your choosing? Is that just how it happens?
You know, I've dealt with anxiety in my life when I was younger, and I was just telling somebody that it's cool how I'm a person of faith, and how God kind of uses your past stuff and uses it for good in the future. And so that's kind of cool to see how I'm able to do comedy with it. And I mean, it's been a lot of money in therapy, but it's also neat. Like I just did Inside Out too. Yeah. And I remember 3 years ago, I was doing this one person play and I was terrified. And every night I was like, oh, tonight's the night I'm going to have a panic attack. And this therapist said, hey, you know, whenever you hear yourself saying that or you feel those feelings, turn to the fear and be like, hey, I know you're trying to help me. I appreciate it. I'm going to go do the show and I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good
And it
way
was
to
like
do it.
the whole thing of like having a little more compassion to it rather than trying to push it away.
Well, and I feel like especially for men, you know, we're taught like be tough. Don't think about that.
Sure.
And you got advice like you can just act in fear.
Yeah, and also kind of sometimes do it afraid.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you don't do it. You're not going to feel this immediate peace all the time. You just keep walking, and then it kind of like, then you learn to kind of bring those emotions with you.
It's such good advice for kids,
really
too,
good.
You know, because they're going to do things
that costs a lot of money to get that advice.
Thank you for giving it to us.
All right, the Decameron, by the way, hits Netflix tomorrow. Thank you, Tony.
Coming up next.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.